You already know what it is. It's Update Tuesday! What's going on with you guys? The TheCaliEffect, king of games here, and we might have to take a little break on Monday, but we back on Tuesday. That's right, guys, we blowing up on a Tuesday today, as I'll now be able to give you the update of my rheumatoid arthritis. It's been amazing. I completely lost count. I think today is week 3, 4? We have been 1 month pain-free, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations! We are almost there to the life that we want to be. Now, one of my biggest tests was to actually test how exactly pain-free was I. I have not ran in who knows how long, so I decided to do just that. I walk into the gym, the treadmill sees me, I see the treadmill, we lock eyes, it's a Pokemon battle. I hop up on that thing and then something magical happens. Not only was I able to move on the treadmill, I cranked that bad puppy up to 12 and we jogging, boys. Now, some of you guys don't know how fast the TheCaliEffect is. Picture it like a tank meets a Ferrari. That's me. I'm big enough to be a tank and I'm fast enough to be a Ferrari. You might think that's cap, but I ain't got no hat on, so that's pretty close to good, true. Another thing that came as fast as Cheetah and hit as hard as a tank is the July 1st Forbidden List. It came so fast that I'm making this video and it's not even July yet. The Forbidden List also hit so hard that it completely shakes up the meta, and in this video I'm going to be providing you guys some of the top decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Going forward post the July 2021 Forbidden List. I'm so stuck in June even when it's July, it's still June. I mean, same heat, right? So of course, if you want to see more content like this, then be sure to destroy. Ow! I hit myself with my own hand. So of course, if you want to see more content like this, then be sure to destroy that subscribe button, but also be sure to hit that notification bell because, well, we just too strong. Also, I want to give a special shout out to all the real ones that has been helping me build these decks for the deck profiles that you guys want to see on Twitch. It has definitely been interesting to test some of the new format decks, and if you guys want to see more awesome TheCaliEffect content, I hope you guys go check me out there. Without further ado, let's jump on in. The first strategy we're going to talk about was an extremely competitive deck in 2019. That subsequent Forbidden List kind of wrecked the deck to obscurity, but now it's back as one of the potential top decks in this format. I feel that Sky Striker has the potential to be a top Yu-Gi-Oh deck, not only because it once was before, but because it still has those same attributes that it can bring to the table, even though it's a little bit limited than it was in 2019. For example, Sky Striker is a very powerful tempo deck that's only really reliant on one monster on the field at a time. Cards like Mystic Mind work extremely well with this strategy, as it can disrupt the opponent from being able to summon multiple monsters while you poke for 1500 damage per turn with your Sky Striker Ace Hayate. But now if you ever want to generate quick advantage because of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, not only can you search for that particular card that you want to be able to answer your opponent's situation, you also get a +1 just for having 3 spell cards in the graveyard that you can recycle back into your hand. Yeah, that's pretty busted. This deck does it fairly easy by using Sky Striker Ace Kagari to continuously add the card from your graveyard to your hand, and Sky Striker Ace Suzuku allows you to add any of your Sky Striker cards not in your graveyard, and seeing that engages at 1, worst case scenario, this card searches it. There are also some other really powerful cards in the Sky Striker arsenal, like Sky Striker Widow Anchor and Shark Cannon, subsequently allowing you to have a Forbidden Chalice and Mind Control in a particular card, as well as a DD Crow and Monster Reborn in the other. Sky Striker also has that access code talker combo back in line, with Effect Veiler being pretty good against decks like Invoked and Tribergate. The sky just might be the limit for this particular deck, and it's aiming to strike for the top. Good puns, good puns. I think a strategy that will still retain the throne is one of the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! It actually got a little bit stronger since some of the opposition got weaker, is Tribergate. Now, Tribergate is known as the BBW deck, and while it did lose a little bit of BB, it can still secure a lot of Ws. Now, when I say this deck lost a little bit of the BB, it's kinda true. Trident Mommy was hit on the Forbidden List 2-0, so the Zodiac Tribergate strategy is still really strong because you can make Divine Arsenal AA Zeus for free, but being able to make a free Zodiac Trident Mommy to your side of the field is no longer possible. That still shouldn't stop BBW, for the people that don't know, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast, from being a top meta deck, as Tribergate Revolt still allows you to special summon BBWs from your graveyard or banished and then immediately link summon with them, and Charade is still a card that can banish cards on the field non-targeting for free as well as generate you advantage. While I do think that the bird and the zoo variant will still be very valuable, I personally feel right now that the pure variant might be best. It gives you more slots in your main deck and your extra deck to be able to play counter cards, and with the new Tribergate monster out of Lightning Overdrive and Bear Bloom, you kind of really don't need anything else as you can search your Tribergate Revolt. I personally feel that BBW will be the very best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh, but we'll wait until a few tournament results come in, and then that's what will give you guys the meta tier list. Now for this strategy, no cards being hit on the forbidden list directly affects it, so you can say that it's addition by subtraction, as Drytron is now considered one of the best combo decks, if not the best combo deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Drytron strategy got some serious support in Lightning Overdrive, and while I did propel it to the higher of the tier status, this current forbidden list knocks out some of the opposition, making this deck a lot more viable. Diviner of Herald is one hell of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It allows you to send a fairy monster from your deck, nobody cares about that, or your extra deck, we definitely care about that, to the graveyard to be able to change this card's level. That's actually something we care about too. Being able to send a monster like Herald of Arclight or Elder Entity Entis will allow you to destroy a free card on the field, but more importantly allow you to search ritual monsters from your deck to your hand. This is a ritual deck, ladies and gentlemen. This card allows you to be the second, third, and fourth Cyber Angel Benton, which allows you to search your Herald of Ultimateness, which is a huge monster. Your inboard is 4 negations through this card. Now the cool thing that I like about this particular Drytron variant is even if your Herald of Ultimateness does get kaiju'd, you still have Herald of Orange Lights plus 2 other fairy monsters in your hand, almost guaranteed, which means you have at least 2 disruptions. The deck actually has an amazing follow-up play, and I personally think the Drytron ritual monsters in Draconids and Quadranids are actually really powerful. They're virtually indestructible monsters with some really good effects. Now here's some serious wordplay. Alright? Drytrons aren't necessarily lucky to dodge the forbidden list, but this is a strategy that could wet your dome if you just so happen to get your lottery top picked. Dog, I don't care what you say. If that was a wrap, dog, it is there. Y'all not ready for that invoked code, dog. Stick to that young boy striker shit. I got bars. Now this strategy I would say got slightly weaker because Sky Striker's entering the meta and some combo decks being taken out, but Shaddoll Invoked is still a really powerful strategy inside of this format. Essentially how Shaddoll Invoked works is, do you want a special summon? No, we don't do that here. What's that in our graveyard? That's right, our graveyard. Can I use those cards? A card that is a complete bane to combo decks is Shaddoll Winda. This card prevents players from being able to special summon for more than once. You probably should already know that. The card is 7 years old. And Invoked Mechaba can not only be able to negate a spell, trap, or monster and banish it by discarding the corresponding card, it also was made using cards in your graveyard. Our graveyard. It really felt like me asking, can a nigga borrow a french fry? Like, how you gonna borrow a french fry? How's a nigga gonna give it back? Cool thing is that I haven't even got to talk about Dogmatica inside of this deck. Using the Deer Servant to be able to proc any of your cards in your extra deck to the graveyard will allow you to search cards like Shaddoll Schism, meaning that you can fusion summon on your opponent's turn, but can also send deadly cards like Elder Entity Entis through the effects of Dogmatica Punishment. I'm just saying, dog, when you need the deck to pop off, it pops off. Shaddoll can also mix with the recently hit Dino, so expect something like that for my sauce coming up. Maybe. I'm not sure if you know how I can Shaddoll the last format. Now the last strategy lost a little bit of popularity and could be fighting for Drytron as one of the best combo decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Prank Kids are still one of the best strategies in Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly because when time comes around, how many times did I activate Lampsies and Dropsies? That's all the damage that was inflicted in game? Alright, game. The reason why Prank Kids stay on the top meta is because any 4 of the Prank Kids monsters is full combo, meaning that you have 15 ways inside, 16 if you count terraforming, god damn it. Meaning that you have 16 ways to be able to make a Prank Kids Battle Butler on your opponent's turn, which is essentially a Raigeki twice because you have Prank Kids Meow Meow Mew in graveyard. Now, if you didn't think that that was dope enough, this deck still don't joke around, as cards like There Can Be Only One are extremely powerful for the deck. As long as you're not summoning Roxy's to go into Meow Meow Mew, you straight, dog. You can literally play around this card. Prank Kids can even play Mystic Mind, guys. Mind your own business. We playing this card now. I have moved on to the dark side. I have looked at Mystic Mind not only as a means to be able to escape, but since you hit dinos, I'm just gonna fuck the format up for you not banning this card. Now, there were some honorable mentions when I made this particular video, like Dragon Link I still think is a very powerful deck. At Ignister is really good and is a very powerful combo deck as well. And then of course Salomon Greats, but I want you guys to keep sleeping on that for when I drop that spice. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go ahead and watch that Forbidden List video explained in 5 minutes. And if you do know what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out this video so you can catch up to some more insane content. I'll catch you on the next video.